Hi. All right. So I figured since my son was asleep, I would show you how to load the reservoir into the pump that we just filled and put it in. So we have our filled reservoir. We have our insulin pump. This is a 670G. So we have our basal pattern set and selected. All right. So what we're going to do is we have to rewind the pump. So we're going to, all right, hit the menu button, scroll all the way down to options, go to reservoir and tubing, and new reservoir, and rewind. So you can hear it. She's rewinding. I feel like she's a she. I feel like she gives more support than a man would. So we have more alcohol swabs. Shocker. All right. I clean the top of this because I'm a psycho. All right. Our pump is now done rewinding. I'm thinking mine's starting to get issues because normally it beeps and it lights up when it's done rewinding. It's not, but if I hit the OK button, it says rewind complete, and then it brings up the new screen for your reservoir, right? So we have our alcohol swabs. I use the Sure T inset now, which is a metal infusion set, right? I bet you it's gonna be backwards on yours. I like the 20 or 32-inch ones. They're short, but I only use my belly, so it doesn't really matter, and I clip it to my boobs. I use the 10mm. I have found that the more shallow the inset is, the more reaction that I get, and I also react to the Teflon inset. I don't know if it's a Solu-Cortef issue with the Teflon or if it's the Teflon itself. No matter what, I do react even with these, but it is so much smaller. It goes away so much quicker than with the Teflon cannulas, which is the Mio and the Quick set. All right, so I'm going to take my cotton swab. Like I said, I only use my belly, so forgive my fat, scarred, squishy belly. I'm going to clean an area because I'm not exactly sure where I want this bad boy yet. Right? I'm going to clean the top of this. Now, I clean it now because I want it to dry, so that I don't have an issue with the inset sticking, right? You have the end of the inset. Your reservoir has two little notches. You line up the little notches with this, stick it in the middle, right? Push it in, then you twist to lock it. So now it's locked in place. You have no issue. I put it back in the pump and you twist it in gently, right? These things, this is like my fourth one. I seem to break them. So now we're at the new reservoir screen. Next, new reservoir, place reservoir into pump and lock. Do not connect to your body, okay? Next, all right, now we're at the load screen. So you're gonna hold this down, hear the beeping? And then the noise means that it's loading. So now you have the, what would be the proper name for that? I don't know. We're gonna go with thingy-mabobber. Thingy-mabobber comes up to the bottom. It's what pushes, it twists, and it pushes up the soleus core. So that beep, beep, beep means that it's done. It's met the bottom of it, and you're good. And sometimes you can actually see the soleus core kind of push up into the tubing, which is why you're not supposed to load it, right? The other insets come in one piece, right? Not the new Mios. The new Mios come in 2 pieces too. This, the T-Shore happens to come in 2 pieces. So you just connect this piece from here. But it also comes with 2 stickies. You connect these like this. Just snap them together and you're good. Here is the end. There's the cover on the cannula. All right. So now we're gonna go to the next screen and it says fill the tubing. So now we're priming, right? So we're gonna hold down the button and you can see, you'll be able to see because my shirt's dark. All right, it's coming. See, we got a big old drop there. That means that our line and our cannula is filled, right? So now that we've cleaned our spot and it's dry, we're going to stick this in, and I'm probably gonna freak out and not be able to do it for a minute, so just bear with me. Right, we take this sticky off. There is, oops. There is a cover over the cannula. Now this is a metal needle, right? This is the 10mm guy. That looks way bigger on screen. All right, so you're just gonna, like I said, you've got that clean area. So now you're gonna go in and you're just going to freak out and stare at your belly and pretend like you're gonna do it, like you're standing on a cliff and you're gonna jump like 50 times. It's fine. All right, so you push it in. Okay, so now it's in there. The metal's in there. These are super easy, and they don't hurt. I don't know what my problem is. I like have PTSD with stabbing myself, I swear. So the second spot on the T-Shore is to, because they're metal, they don't want them to rip out. You get a second sticky. So you put the second sticky on. So now you have 2 stickies, right, on your pump. If you were to use a Teflon cannula, you would have to fill it. But we are not. We're using the metal ones, and the metal ones you do not have to fill. So we hit next. Fill the cannula? No, we don't have to. If we were gonna fill the cannula, we would hit fill, and 9mm cannulas for the Mio, and the Quickset is 0.5 of milligrams. So we don't need that, so we're just gonna go to done and hit done. And that's it, right? So if you wanna see how much soleus core you have in here, you go to the menu, you go down to status, and let's see, we can go to pump. Can I select it? Okay, so right there, it says we have 183 units, right? So you lose some. At first I thought I was doing it wrong because I kept going in thinking I'd have 200 units, but it doesn't work that way. So filling this up, you lose some. The dripping, you lose some. When you move it from the bottle to the reservoir, you lose some. And that's it. The metal you can leave in for 48 hours. The Teflon cannulas you can leave in for 72 hours. I can't leave a Teflon cannula in for more than 4 hours, or else I get I don't know if you can still see it or not, but I had a huge one the other day that I used. It was a big old, it was like this big, a huge red welt after about 4 hours. I don't know why some of us react and some of us don't. Some of us react when we're low, some of us don't. That's it. Okay.